Okay, we're going to review a little bit of mathematical manipulation here. I'm just going to, the first day is just going to be looking at some basic equations and solving for different values using algebra. So you have a class sheet that looks just like this. And if you could follow along, I'm going to be using, if you want to print it out, you can do this by hand. But I would like you to try to get used to equation editor. This is actually fairly easy to do. So let's go ahead and look at the first equation here. I'm going to copy that. I'm just going to paste it down below. And the first thing we want to do is we want to combine like terms. So the combined length, we have 8y, and we have a 13y. So if I subtract 8y from both sides, I'm going to have 5y on this side. I don't have any y's on this side. Now if I subtract 48 from both sides, I get so this would be a minus 95. So 5y is equal to a negative 95. Now I can take this and I can copy it, go to the next line, paste it. Now if I divide both sides by 5, and I can take 95, I know it's going to be negative, and I'm going to take my 95 divided by 5, and I'm going to get 19. You can check that on your calculator if you like. And that's the answer to that one. The next problem is solving for h. This one may be a little bit more complicated. And I use my equation editor. I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to paste it. First thing I do, I want to get rid of fractions. So if I multiply both sides by 2, get rid of that fraction. That's 2 over 2, and we throw the 2 on the side here. Now, I want to isolate h. Well, h is multiplied by this binomial here. So if I divide both sides by the binomial, now in this case, what I want to do is I go to my equation editor, and where's my equation editor? There we go. Well, if I go to insert equation here, I have my equation editor. Now I should be able to click in it, and now I can edit that. Okay. So I had to insert an equation someplace else before it let me edit. But I can just select this, cut it. Now I want this to be a fraction. So that's the first one. Just hit the right arrow key and paste. And now I have it. If I want it to go the proper orientation, I can just select it, cut it, equals paste it. Now it goes in the right way. Kind of zoom in and see what it looks like. You might ask yourself, how did I get the subscripts? Well, if I do b underscore, you see as soon as I do an underscore, it gives me a subscript. So again, so if I want a subscript, I can just type in, now I'm out of the equation editor, I have the blue line. So y underscore 7, y shift underscore 7, so that's y sub 7. So the underscore key gives it, so it's shift underscore. This next equation, we know that a and b cannot be 0. A nor b equals 0. And we know that because a and b are in the denominator. So now I'm going to paste this. Now, if I multiply both sides by ab, well, if I multiply this, I have to multiply every piece of this. So a gets eliminated. In fact, this one might be easier if I don't copy and paste, because I don't want the fractions anymore. So this is going to be bx plus ab is equal to ax.